Hi everyone, it's Miss Garcia with the ESL department here at Ellison High School. It's that time of year again when we need to go ahead and get started on the accommodations for our ESL students. So today what I'm going to do is show you where to locate your students and determine which students are active ESL and which ones are monitor. And I'll show you how to go ahead and find the forms that are now housed in Eduphoria. It's kind of like the at-risk forms, but just a little bit different. So I'll walk you through that process. And then as always, if you have any questions, just let me know. Also, some important dates to remember is the beginning of the year accommodation form does need to be in Eduphoria by September 24th. That's when me and Ms. Vargas will go through and ensure that all core teachers, that's English, math, science, and social studies, do have a form within each student that is active here at Ellison High School. The mid-year, we're going to go ahead and have that deadline be January 21st. That way it gives you a little bit of time after we come back from the break to get those in. And then the final one will be April 1st so that we can get those done before we start the STAR process for most of our students, okay? So with that said, everything now is in Eduphoria. So you'll go to Eduphoria and to Aware. Then you're going to go ahead and go to Students. Okay, so you're going to have to perform two separate searches to ensure you get all your active ESLs. So the first one I always check is ESL program. So in the search bar, you'll type ESL and it'll say program. And all your ESL program students should pop up in your window. Now, of course, mine is extra long because I am an ESL teacher and I have access to all of them, but yours should not be as long. So what you'll do is you're going to select the student. And to determine if they're active or monitor, you're going to go right here where it says student codes. If it says ESL or LEP, you're going to need to make an accommodation form because this means that they are active and they should be receiving accommodations within your classroom. Now, if the student is a monitor student, you will see monitoring. If it says monitoring, do not enter an accommodation form for them. Those students are not considered active ESL, but we do monitor them for their grades just to ensure that they are, doing well and we don't need to bring them back into the program. But they do not receive any accommodations or services through a program when they're monitored. So just active ESL or LEP. Now, some of the students, as you can see, will have both, but it is important that you do search both programs to ensure that you get all your students. So we do see that this student is an active ESL. So I'm going to go to Forms, Add Form. It'll say ELL, and then ELL Accommodations. Highlight it and click Add. That will create the plan. Then you will go to View. As you can see, it is divided up into beginning of the year, middle of the year, and end of the year. So again, beginning of the year, you need to have those accommodations in by September 24th. Middle of the year, the deadline is January 21st, and the end of the year is April 1st. So what you're going to go ahead and do is select each of the accommodations you provide that student. The goal is to lessen the amount of accommodations that you need to provide throughout the year, but please don't just go through and select all of them. Only select the ones that you are actively giving to that student within your classroom. So let's say you are providing peer and native language support, you would click that, but maybe you do add gestures for added emphasis, simple conversations, but maybe you don't pre-teach vocabulary, you're going to go ahead and leave that blank. Once you're done, you can also add some information, subjective information. How is the student doing in your class? Is there anything that you need the ESL staff to know? That's me and Ms. Vargas, or we could help you with that student. Once you're done, you do not need to do date completed until the end of the year. Okay, then you'll click Save, and that will save it for the year. Okay, now let's say you accidentally create a plan for a student that's monitoring and you need to get rid of it. You can go ahead and just click this X and it will delete the form. So again, you're going to be doing this 3 times a year. The fall deadline for beginning of the year is September 24th. The middle of the year is going to be January 21st, and the end of the year will be April April 1st. Me and Ms. Vargas are going to be going through each of our active students and ensuring that there are 4 separate plans. Some of our students may have more because they may have like 2 English teachers or be taking 2 sciences or maths. But any teacher that is in math, science, English, or social studies does need to create an accommodation form for those ESL students. And again, just please make sure that they are active. And again, the way to check if they're active is to select the student and look at their coding. And this student is an active ESL because he's ESL and LEP. Those that are not active will say that they are monitoring. So this was for the ESL program. Let me go ahead and show you how to search for the LEP program. So you'll just type LEP here in the search bar and it'll say program LEP. And then again, it will bring up all your ESL students. Okay, so again, you'll just select the ones that maybe you did not hit the first time and make sure that they have plans. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me and Ms. Vargas. We are happy to help you. And if we have any questions, we will reach out to you as well. Thank you.